Hey pumpkin people, Cindy here, and it's time to transplant some seedlings. Let me show you what I've got. So once the seedlings have gotten to be about this big, where the cotyledons are growing and you can just start to see that first true leaf. If you're in a little tiny 4-inch pot like I am, it's time to transplant them. One of the telltale signs is when you flip that pot over, if you can see the roots starting to poke out, then it's time. You want to not let those roots get bound up in that pot. So I just mixed up some potting soil. I like to use the black gold, and it's got some fertilizer in it. And then I also like to use my Dr. Earth, and that's got some biological stuff in it. I like to use mycorrhizae and some additional perlite because you just can't have enough drainage. I put azos in the pot, as well as a starter pack. In addition to that, I put a little actinovate in there and a sprinkle of some balanced, all natural organic fertilizer. So here we go. It's the perfect time to transplant this seedling. You can see that it has a lot of root, but it's not bound up yet. And I just invert it very gently out of the pot, and I put it into its new pot that's partially filled. I'm going to also put a little starter pack in there for it too. So I've got that starter pack in place, and you can see that the seedling's pretty stout. They're not really leggy, and that's because of my new light setup. And then also because I took them off the heat right away once they were able to not just break ground, but get their cots totally out of the soil. And so this guy is ready to go in. So I've got him placed in there, and then I'm just going to very slowly and carefully fill in the edges of that. Now, these giant pumpkins do not like you messing around with their roots. You know, a lot of times when you get a plant from the nursery and it's all root bound, you might have learned to bust up that root ball a little bit. Do not mess with these guys' roots. They do not take kindly to it. So just very gently put it in the pot and then backfill it with some more of your potting medium. Gently tamp it down. All right, that is perfect. I'll put its identifier tag back in there because I don't want to get these guys mixed up. That's my 1501 Vanderwielen. And notice that I filled it up right to the end of its stem, right to the bottom of the cotyledons. What do you think, Oscar? He says, good job. All right, all potted up, and the babies are now in their 1-gallon pots, and they're about 18 inches away from the LED grow light. The other ones should be emerging probably tomorrow. Super excited.